Okay, thank you for stopping by. We are carrying on with this week's reviews of the offer cars and the re-releases of the deleted cars in Grand Theft Auto Online. And we've moved on to the Dewbachee Massacro, which is an absolutely gorgeous looking car and a bargain. As you can see, it's mostly based on the Aston Martin Vanquish, but there's a little bit of Ferrari F12 thrown in there for good measure, which is a pretty nice blend if you ask me. This thing looks stunning. It was already a bargain. I think at full price this thing was about $250,000, something like that, and I believe it's on 40% off this week, so $100,000, and you've got yourself easily one of the prettiest cars in the game. So let's get it round the lap and see if it is actually any good. Now this thing comes in two flavours. There's the standard version, which you're seeing here, that's the one I've got. And then there's a race car version as well. Now there's no difference between the two in terms of performance. The only difference is with the race car one you get a couple of racing liveries that you can choose from, but when you've got a car that looks that good, why would you destroy that with a racing livery? You wouldn't, and you shouldn't. So please, I beg of you, don't. Right, let's get it on the freeway and see how it does with the rest of this lap. In terms of speed and handling, I don't think we're going to be worrying anything towards the top of my leaderboard. It's definitely outperforming its price point, especially while it's on offer. If you're paying $100,000 for this, then you're getting an awful lot for your money. Although I guarantee you'll have other stuff in your garage that's faster. But in terms of the must-buys from this week's offers, you absolutely must pick this thing up. I think it's one of the few cars in this game where I reckon it's actually impossible to make this thing look bad. It's so good looking. I don't think you could do a bad customization with this. Even if you did white walls and F1s, I think you'd still just about get away with it. Time for a top speed test, and I'll be totally honest, I'm not holding out much hope for this. I can already tell it doesn't feel particularly fast. It's fast enough, it's definitely fast enough. But this is not going to be trouble in the top of the leaderboard. So if you don't know how this works, I've measured out a section of road that is exactly 1 mile long. I thrashed the living crap out of these cars on that section, time how long it takes me to do it, a little bit of simple maths, and that gives you the top speed I was able to average over that stretch of road, which is this. So as we get ready to finish, what are my final thoughts on this one? I think this is an absolute must-buy for everyone who plays this game. It just looks stunning, and at this price there's no reason not to buy it. Whatever your reason would be, if your garage is full, there is no way you haven't got something ugly in there that you couldn't get rid of and replace it with one of these. If you don't have any money, this is about the cheapest sports car you'll get your hands on, and even with the recent nerf, you could still buy 5 of these from one Kaio run. So there really is no reason not to buy one of these. It's easily one of the best looking cars of the game. This one actually sits in my billionaire themed garage at the casino penthouse. That's how much I like it. I think it's a stunning looking thing. So final thoughts on the review? Great car, great through traffic, great city handling, pretty reasonable downforce actually, scores pretty solidly across all the categories, and with those looks and at that price, you absolutely must go and buy this. Go and buy it now. I mean, finish the video first, but then go and buy it. And here are your finishing times.